And today I'm doing a lender interview with Lee Nguyen from Veterans Lending Group.
Howdy, how you doing?
Hi, welcome.
Even when I first started, most of us are trained to treat basically every home loan just about the same.
Right.
Unfortunately, the VA home loan is not built the same way as the other home loan programs.
Right.
So if it's treated the same way, we could be putting veterans in a compromising position with no ill intention. It's just we just didn't know.
Right. Now, I've worked with a lot of people that are, advanced in their age even, and they could have had access to their VA home loan status, and they never used it.
Yep.
I don't know why.
That's the problem with the education system about the benefits. I mean, I've had one experience I've had is I had a Vietnam veteran, served 4 years in the 70s, used his VA home loan the first time 2 years ago, and he was 75.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
A VA home loan means you can buy the house, a house with a zero down loan. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't mean that you don't have any money. That just means now you can free up the money you would have put down on a home loan and maybe invest it in something that'll make more money.
Or in the house itself.
Well, exactly. So you can use it for repairs or upgrades or remodeling and that kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't understand why. It's like when you get out of the military, do they debrief you and explain all this about your benefits?
They try. They do try. Unfortunately, with the people that are debriefing us about our benefits, especially when it comes to the VA home loan, they're not professionals in the field like I am.
Right.
To me, the down payment is the service, right? The service that they did for their country.
Yes.
So even if they had the down payment to do, they can choose to. Mm-hmm. However, when you're in the service and you served your country, now you're out of the service and you have maybe $30,000 you could put as a down payment, but you don't have to. A lot of us service members leave the military with service-connected disabilities.
Right.
So if they start their new job, their new careers, they buy their new house, something happens, they have that money set aside just in case something happens to them.
Sure.
And be able to possibly keep their home and live off that $30,000 as long as they can until they get back on their feet.
Right.
So and it's not like and you're right. It's not to say that they don't have the down payment. They just don't have to.
Exactly. Yeah. If they can, like right now, because interest rates are so wicked low, it probably makes sense to, if you do have a stash of cash, to invest it in a different way that'll make you more money.
Yeah.
Take advantage of the low interest rates and go ahead and really get a zero down loan.
You could get it. Yeah, and that's a great point to say that where interest rates are right now, even though these are trending upwards, where it is right now, in the last 40 years since the early 80s, interest rates were in the 17%.
Oh,
right?
yeah, 18% at one point.
And that
my
was
first home
credit.
Loan was 13.33%, and I was so ignorant, I had no clue.
Yeah.
I didn't have a clue. I just paid the monthly mortgage and didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
It takes somebody pointing these things out to you and educating you for you to understand.
Yeah, it's all relative. It's all perspective. And
yeah.
I tell all my clients all the time, it's like to look at interest rates in the last 40 years, for interest rates to be below 40% was 10% of the time in the last 40 years. So it's only 4 years. Have been.
And I think interest rates last year alone trended downwards 14 times, something like that.
Downwards, yeah. So
14 times it went down and down.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was between a recession and the COVID pandemic, and there was just a whole bunch of other things that were happening where interest rates were at its record low. We've never seen that before.
Let's talk about PMI.
Sure.
PMI, private mortgage insurance.
Yeah.
So in a normal, conventional loan, you would have to make a 20% down payment because then that looks to the lender like you have enough money in the game, enough skin in the game, that you're not going to walk away and foreclose on the house.
Right.
But if you don't have 20% as a down payment, if you make 5% or 10% or whatever on a conventional loan, you do pay PMI. And it's a monthly add-on on top of your mortgage, sometimes a couple $100 every single month until you get 20% equity built up in that house.
Right.
Well, with the military benefit, you're not paying that.
Absolutely not. So how generally the VA home loan works is that the VA guarantees 25%. What that means is that if for some reason that house ends up getting foreclosed upon, the VA will guarantee that lender who lent that money in the first place 25% of the value of the home.
Right.
So it's just a big old check, effectively. Right. Because of that guarantee, there is no mortgage insurance ever on a VA loan.
But no PMI with the VA loan.
Exactly. So you're generally even a 5 or 10% down, there's a very strong chance the VA home loan payment for the same purchase price is still going to be better.
Right.
Yeah.